Hello everyone. Today is a class number 5 for electrical machine 2. Class 5 for electrical machine 2. Okay. So last day I have discussed the distribution factor and the coil span factor, that is Kc and Kd. Okay, and last day I have also discussed that the winding factor Kw equals to the multiplication of Kc and Kd, okay, for the AC machine. Okay, so this winding factor Kw equals to Kd into Kc. Separately I have found two formulae of this of these two terms, that is distribution factor and the coil span factor, which is nothing but for this case sin q gamma by 2 divided by q into sin gamma by 2. Okay, so this is your Kd, and what is the Kc? So Kc will be cos theta by 2. Okay, where theta equals to chording angle, so with for this two formula we have to complete a numerical one. So write one numerical first. A three-phase, problem number 1, a three-phase 8-pole 750 rpm Y connected means star. To better understand, it will be star. Okay, star connected alternator has 72 slots on the armature. Each slot has 12 conductors, and winding is short corded by 2 slots. Okay, find the induced EMF between lines given flux per pole is 0.06 Weber. Okay, so in this problem you have to given that it is a three-phase system. First it is a three-phase system. Okay, so first it is a three-phase system, then the number of pole will be 8 and the speed of the rotor is 750 rpm. Okay, and it is star connected, and there are 72 number of slots, and each slot has 12 conductors. Okay, and the winding is short corded by 2 slots. Find the induced EMF and flux per pole, it will be this one. So how much informations are there? So there are lots of informations, right? So first it is a three-phase. So for a three-phase system, and we know from the basic idea, from basic electrical engineering, we know this formula that N equals to 120 Fs by P, right? This is your well-known formula. From here we can write the frequency. You have to first find the frequency. So what is the frequency? Or you can write, for this case it will just F. Okay, so 120 F by P, because N equals to 120 F by P. Okay, so what is the F? N into P by 120, right? So for this case, what is the N? N is speed is 750 rpm. So can I put 750? Okay, so N equals to 750 rpm. Okay, it is given. These are given data. Okay, so N equals to, so P equals to what? Number of pole. P equals to number of pole. There are 8 poles. So 8 pole, P equals to 8, and by 120. By calculating it, you can find that 0 cancel out. 4 that is 2, 4 that is 3, 3 into that is 25. So 25 into 50 hertz, right? So it will be frequency f equals to 50 hertz. Okay, so you can get the frequency first. Okay, so next one, write the number of conductor in series, number of armature conductor in series. So what is the formula? That is, you have to find Z, right? You have to find Z. So what is the formula? Right, total number of armature conductor, total number of armature conductors by number of phases. So here number of phase equals to, suppose we can get m equals to number of phase, that will be 3. So m can be treated as to determine the number of phase. So that is total number of armature conductor. Total number of armature conductor divided by number of phases. So what is the total number of armature conductor for here? So total number, that is number of armature conductor means how many slots are there? So S equals to 72 slots are there, and each slot has 12 conductors. So conductor per each slot, C of S equals to 12. So there are total number of armature conductor, how much? 72 into 12, right? So total number of armature conductors 72 into 12. Okay, so divided by 3. So by calculating we have how much? 3, that will be 4. So 4 means what? 288, right? So 288. So you have two informations. F equal, now you have two informations. F equals to 50 hertz and Z equals to 288 number of conductors. Okay, so now there are these 288 conductors means how much? For this winding we have, that is every cross have some adjacent dot, right? That means every conductor, whenever it is leaving a current and it is coming a current, so it produces a turn, right? It produces a turn similarly. So each turn, so how many turns are there? If the total number of conductors Z equals to 288, then how much turns are there? See, 2 conductors, so produces each turn. So how many turns are there? So number of turn, right? Number of turn equals to T equals to Z by Zs by 2. So that means, or Z by 2. So Z means 288 by 2, that is 144. Okay, so now this is the number of turn. We have number of turn. Okay, so now slots per pole. Tell slots per pole. What are the slots per pole? That is capital Q, right? Slots per pole means capital Q. So what is the value of capital Q? We have total number of slot by number of pole, S by P. This is the formula. So you can box these formulas. Okay, T equals to Z by 2, Z equals to this one, whatever the written here, and Q equals to, that is number of slots per pole, equals to S by P. This small formula you have to remember to perform in your exam purpose. Okay, or in case of your GATE exam, or in case of any competitive type exam, there is this type of formula is frequently asked. Okay, so Q equals to S by P. So Q equals to S means 72 and P means what? 8. That will be 9, right? So Q equals to 9. So, and slots per pole, and now if we consider slots per pole per phase, slots per pole per phase, that means what? That means small q. Small q equals to capital Q by number of phase. So here this is another formula. Here this is another formula. Q equals to small q equals to capital Q by n. So just put it, capital Q equals to 9 by, there are 3 phases, right? M equals to 3, that will be 3. So small q equals to 3. So now we can easily get KT, right? Now we can easily get KT. Okay, so actually before calculating this KT you have to find, so Q is calculated, small q is 3 here calculated, but gamma you have to calculate, right? So what is the gamma? So angular, gamma equals to angular displacement. Last day I have discussed angular displacement between the slots. There are 2 slots in each, there are 2 adjacent slots. The angular displacement between 2 adjacent slots is how much? What is the formula? Gamma equals to 180 degree by capital Q. Gamma equals to what? Gamma equals to 180 degree by capital Q. Here this is another formula. Okay, so gamma equals to how much? 180 degree by capital Q. Capital Q means what's the value? 9. So 180 degree by 9, that means 20 degree, right? It will be 20 degree. So gamma equals to 20 degrees. So now you can easily put small q equals to 3 and gamma equals to 20 degree over here. So after calculating, you can easily get the kd. Okay, so first, what is the value of kd? So kd equals to how much? Sine q means how much? That will be 3. 3 into 20 degree by 2 divided by 3 into sine 20 degree by 2. By calculating, you can get it will be 30 degree, sine 30 by that is 0.96, I think. After calculating, you can get the 0.96. Okay, so kd equals to, you can check, just verify it. kd equals to 0.96. So now we will move to kc. So what is the formula of kc? Kc means what? So before writing the kc or kp, or you can write this kp also, pole pitch factor or coil span factor, whatever you can say. Okay, it is for kp or kc or kc. Okay, so for this case kp or kc, what is the formula? Formula will be cos theta by 2. So now you have to find the theta. So what is theta? Theta is the chording angle. Theta is chording angle. Okay, chording angle. And to find the chording angle, what is the formula? 180 degree by number of slot chorded divided by capital Q. There is number of slot chorded. What is the number of slot chorded? Slot chorded by 2 slots. So you can say that the chorded slot will be 2. So here you can write 180 degree by S of C by Q. This is your formula. This is your theta. 180 degree by SC by Q. By calculating, what is the answer? 180 degree into SC means 2 by 9, right? So 2 by 9 means how much? It will be 9, that is 40 degree, right? So your chording angle is 40 degree. So theta equals to 40 degree. So chording angle means 180 degree by SC by Q. What is SC? Number of slots chorded. So how many number of slots are chorded? There are 2 slots are chorded. Okay. So what will be your answer? So just put here cos of theta means what? 40 degree by 2. So 40 degree by 2 means cos 20 degree. Okay. So cos 20 degree, what is the value of cos 20? It will be 0.94. 0.94. Okay, you can verify. Okay, so now you have kd and kp. So you have now in your hand kb, kd and kp. So this kd is the value for 0.96 and kp is 0.94. So these two factors you have to find first, then just apply the actual formula. What have to calculate? You have to calculate find the EMF between lines. So actually line EMF. So induced line EMF. So write induced line EMF. This formula you have to remember here, but for whenever we are discussing the alternator part in case of 3-phase synchronous machine, then you can easily understand how this formula actually comes. Okay, so E of a line voltage equals to √3. Just here forcefully it will be, you have to remember. Forcefully you have to remember, okay? Because of this formula is in your syllabus, and this formula you have to learn when I am going into 3-phase synchronous machine, the alternator part. Okay, just wait for that time. I will discuss everything step by step. So just forcefully you have to remember this one for this case, for here also. Now today's time, EL equals to line EMF. EL means this EMF induced between lines. That means induced EMF, induced line EMF, induced line EMF, okay, of alternator. Okay, so what is the formula? Phi into F into T. See here, from the first step we can get, from in the first step we have F. F equals to how much? 50. So I can write 50 into. So in 3 or 4th step we can get T. T equals to 144. Okay, and phi means it is given. Phi equals to, so phi is given here. Phi equals to how much? Phi equals to 0.06 Weber. 0.06 Weber. Okay, 0.06 Weber. So it will be 0.06. Okay, and what is Kp? Kp last time you have find, that is 0.94. And what is Kd? 0.96. and before that root 3 into 4.44. Okay, so by multiplying this term, root 3 into 4.44 into 0.96 kd, kp 0.94, it is given 0.065, and if you have to calculate 120 fs by p from their formula n equals to 120 fs by p. In the first step I have find, and if t equals to number of turns, that is 144 per slot. Okay, so 144 number of turns are there, so number of turns should be calculated by using number of series conductor in per phase by 2. So number of series conductor will be equals to number of conductor, total number of conductor by number of phase, and total number of conductor it is given that 72 into 12. So here you can, in third step you can easily find this t calculation. Okay, so after calculating what will be the answer, it should be root 3 into 4.44 into 0.96 into 0.94 into 0.06 into 50 into 144. So your answer will be 2998 volt, or approximately you can write 3000 volt, that is 3 kV. So 3 kV voltage alternator, 3 kV line voltage. Okay, this alternator generates 3 kV line voltage. Okay, this type of problem may be asked in case of your semester exam or internal purpose. Okay, or in case of any competitive exam, this type of problems, within this problem the very short formulae we are taught over here, it is very much important. They are very much important. Okay, they are very much important. So now I will move to the last part of this module, that is MMF. Okay, so last part of this module will be MMF. Okay, so today we will understand the basic idea of MMF and what is the MMF, and second next day I have to find the MMF expression as well as the MMF detailed geometrical representation or space representation of MMF. Okay, so here you have to write some MMF. Okay, what is the MMF? Full form will be magnetomotive force. Magnetomotive force. So what is the magnetomotive force? See, similar EMF. EMF means electromotive force, right? Before discuss magnetomotive force, you have to brush up this electromotive force. Electromotive force. So what is the electromotive force? First you have to learn. See, electromotive force is nothing but E, which is due to what? Which is due to the flow of electric current. So here, or you can say electromotive force is a effect which produces electric current, right? So actually a battery have some EMF. We know a battery, very simple battery, you have some EMF, suppose 5 volt. Suppose, so this 5 volt is able to send a current of suppose 0.5 ampere or whatever the load is connected over here. Okay, who is the load predicts the amount of current. Okay, so it will be, suppose we are taking it is 0.5 ampere. So what? So current I which will be produced by this EMF. Okay, so similar thing happens. Magnetomotive force is a type of force which produces flux. Always remember. So MMF you can H is MMF. Okay, H can be analogy with this EMF part E, and similarly flux phi having some analogy with this I. Okay, and reluctance is the analogy with R. Okay, resistance. So reluctance part will be written as or you can write reluctance first. Reluctance. So these three basic ideas you have to first clear. Okay, so H means what? The force due to which the flux is emitting. Okay, so here for the electrical machine where the MMF induced, see, in case of suppose it is a stator. Okay, it is a stator and it is a rotor, and we are considering for simplicity only two conductors. Okay, so this is a stator part. Suppose this is stator winding. Okay, So here, when a current is induced over here, then what happens? An EMF will be generated, or a flux, magnetic flux will be generated. This amount of flux will induce an MMF. So this generation of the flux phi is due to this MMF H. Okay. So what is the concept of reluctance? Reluctance or resistance first. Resistance is oppose the current. Okay, that means reluctance also oppose the flux phi. So if this air gap or medium path have some medium, or this part free space have some medium having higher reluctance, then the minimum amount of flux will be, or less amount of flux will be induced over this conductor. Okay, on this conductor. So reluctance shows the same effect as the resistance offered in electric circuit. Okay, so MMF means what? MMF means the magnetomotive force which determine and which causes a magnetic flux flowing through a particular medium. Okay, so here see the this ampere turn. So here for this electrical AC machine, here for AC machine, it is effectively called ampere turn. Okay, ampere turn. Ampere, number of current, that is the amount of current into number of turn. Okay, ampere into turn. So H equals to, always remember, number of turn into current I. Okay, we are considering small I over here. So this H equals to Ni will induced over this section, and for each conductor, here we consider simplicity for two conductors. So one is entering and another from it is leaving, right? Rotor part, it is a rotor part. Okay, so H for each conductor, H of C, you can write half of N into I. Okay, half of N into I. Always remember this H of C means electric MMF, that is magnetic magnetomotive force or magnetic field force will be equals to half of N into I. That causes a magnetic flux which is induced over here. Okay, so next day I will teach you that how this MMF actually acts over this machine. Okay, graphically. Okay, so you have to some conclusion of today's class. You have to conclude something. Right, the amplitude of here, right, and the amplitude of some 2 or 3 facts over here. Okay, right. The amplitude of MMF wave varies with time. The amplitude of MMF wave, this MMF wave means flux phi. Okay, the amplitude of MMF wave varies with time but not with space. That means what? This flux always transfer from, or always flows from this particular path. Okay, this flux never left this path. Okay, as the time is increasing, it will never leave this path. Always it will flow from through the same path. Okay, so but the magnitude will be vary. Magnitude may be varied, but the flux space must not be varied. Okay, so first point will be the amplitude of MMF wave varies with time but not with space. So second point, right? Second point, the air gap MMF wave is time variant. The air gap MMF is time variant but not space variant. This is the concept, same thing we have discussed. The air gap MMF wave is time variant but not space variant. Okay, and last point, right, the air gap MMF, last point, the air gap MMF wave at any instant is rectangular. The air gap MMF wave is rectangular at any instant. Okay, these three or four properties are very much important for electric flux or magnetomotive force. Or magnetic flux or magnetomotive force. Next day I will see you that how the MMF will be acts over this machine. Okay, graphically, and after that we will solve a small numerical. Okay, and then this part will be completed, this module will be completed. Okay, so I will try to complete in next day. Okay, so today's class is over. Thank you.